Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha. I feel unqualified to speak of Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha's glory, and at the same time I want to glorify them. I don't know how to do it because in my world I think the center is still me and Krishna, not Krishna and me. So all my stories are about me and Radha Gopivallabha and Radha Gopivallabha's devotees. But first of all, I want to say that Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha are extremely merciful. They're exceptionally kind. And they fulfill their desires. I can't say it, sorry. Okay, the story of my coming to Boston. My relationship with Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha started many years ago when I was a bhaktin, and when I realized that my Guru Maharaj and Ranjan Swami, he is from Boston, and I learned that Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha are the presiding deities there. So I didn't know who they are. I found their picture on the internet and I printed it. I remember they were wearing black gold outfit, I think it was Amavasya day, most likely. And so I printed them and framed them and put them on the altar. And so every time I would offer anything to the Lord, I would offer it to them as well. I don't remember my prayers to them, but I'm sure I wanted to see them, like face to face. And I don't remember if I prayed to them that I want to serve them. Most likely no. But I know that I had that desire to become a pujari and to dress big Radha Krishna deities in the temple to preach their glory. So that's how I started preaching. And so after a few years I left for India, from Moscow I left for India, and I gifted my Radha Gopivallabha pictures to a good sister of mine. And when I lived in India I didn't think much about Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha, but I was kind of nourishing that desire to one day serve Sri Sri Radha Krishna deities in the temple. And in 2013, Niranjan Maharaj, he came to Moscow, and I went for darshan with him, and I explained him my situation at that moment, and surprisingly, he proposed that I go to Boston and serve Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha. I just remember him saying, why don't you go to Boston and serve Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha for some time? And for me, like, I couldn't think of any other type of service but being a pujari. So of course, serving Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha includes all the services in the temple, but at that moment I thought, oh my, like, he's offering me to become their pujari. And I was like shocked, honestly, and I couldn't say anything. So I was silent for maybe a couple of minutes. And then I had doubts, because I remember like 10 years ago it was never so easy to come to the United States to get a visa for Russian residents. And so I told my Guru Maharaj, I told him, how is it possible? Most likely I won't get a visa. And he told me, you'll get it. And so I applied for a visa, and I didn't get it. I was denied of a visa. And I remember that day, it was March 2013. And also I wanted to see Mother Isha because she was still alive, and my Guru Maharaj, he was delivering the like lectures about her, like glorifying her, and I wanted to see her very much. And so I felt devastated. It was like the end of everything. And I didn't know what to do, because my Guru Maharaj told me, you get it. And the most important why I was feeling so bad is because it was the only time my Guru Maharaj gave me the personal instruction, just go there and serve him. And I couldn't do it just because I didn't have a visa to enter the United States. And so I just, not that I didn't know what to do, I just didn't want to do anything. And I remember I went to bed that day, and then when I woke up the next day, very clear plan was in my head what to do. I just don't know how it appeared. Maybe Radha Gopivallabha put it there. So when I woke up in the morning, I knew what I have to do to go to get to Boston as soon as possible. And I did it. It was just about traveling like to the European countries to get more like visas in my passport, just to get an American visa. And in 2 months I did it. And then, so I was denied a visa in March, and in May I came to the embassy again, and my visa was approved. And so I immediately came to Boston. It was too late to see Mavisha. She already passed away. But I think everything happens for some reason. So maybe it was even better, because Krishna knows what is better for me. And and I came, I was so happy. And I came late at night, and the altar was closed, but Mataji Natarani, she and Yogamaya, they received me at the airport, and they were waiting for me, and I was like one of the last passengers leaving the terminal, and Yogamaya was worried, like, we thought he didn't come. And so they brought me to the temple, and Mataji Natarani gave me prasadam from Radha Gopivallabha, so my first darshan was with their prasadam. I took it and I went to bed. And next day it was a very sweet Mangalarti. I remember again Mataji Natarani, she was leading. There were just a few devotees. I didn't know them. I remember Karuna and her parents, they were there. And I don't remember who was the pujari on that day. So I was extremely happy. I just cannot explain how happy I was, because I did it. Now I can do what my Guru Maharaj told me to do, and my desire to see Radha Gopivallabha I got fulfilled. And at that time Mahavishnu Prabhu, he was the temple president, and I sent him a letter before my coming, and when I came, so we had a talk, and he explained me what my duties were. And yeah, he offered me to become a pujari. There were so many other services, but that's what he offered me to do. And first I served Sri Sri Radha, but after a month, I was requested to help with dressing Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha, and it was amazing. I remember my first time dressing them. It was for night. It was light lavender outfit. Now we don't use it anymore. It's an old one. And I think Lakshmi Ram Prabhu here really helped me, because I didn't know how to dress him. Even I dressed already for a month Shishi Goranita, but still I didn't know how to dress Radharani, so he really helped me. With her veil, on her. And then, just in 2 days, I was asked to dress them in the morning. And then I wanted to make a turban for Gopivallabha. I didn't want to put a crown on him. I just don't know why. I just wanted to make a turban. But I didn't know how to do it. I tried my best, but it was just not going to be successful. And so there were like, I think less than 10 minutes left before the offering. And I didn't know what to do. All the pujaris around there were busy dressing like other deities. And I like begged Anamsham, she was serving like the deities at that time. I begged her and she really helped me. In a few minutes she made a perfect, beautiful turban for Gopivallabha. So I remember that, like Radha Gopivallabha's devotees, they were always so kind to me. And were giving me a lot of service. I'm very grateful to Lakshmi Narayan, to Induleka, to others, like, I'm sorry that too many names to Muktavarni Prabhu to mention. I mean, like, now I'm talking about the pujaris. To Chadamai, yes. And it was just spiritual world to show them. Those few years I spent at Boston were real life. And I got my family there. I lived in the temple with the devotees, and it felt like a big family. It was my home. And we would come from Mangala just together for the morning program, for the prasadam, sometimes for the evening programs, for Wednesday and Sunday programs, sometimes for Harinamas, going together for Harinamas. And it all was because of Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha's mercy. And I really don't know how to glorify them. Like, they just fulfilled my desires. I wanted to come to Boston, I came to Boston. I wanted to do something special for my Guru Maharaj, and I did it. He asked me to do it, and I was doing it. And I wanted to dress big Radha Krishna deities in the temple. They fulfilled my desire. And I was doing aratis for them. I was going for Harinamas. Sometimes I would go for book distribution. I got but I got some very nice friends in Boston. And that's all I can dream about. And the only thing I really regret, honestly, is that I left Boston. And if Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha and the devotees ever want me to come back, I'm ready to come back, but whatever they want. Okay, Sri Sri Radha Gopivallabha ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Boston Yatra ki jai, Hare Krishna. Thank you.